So growing up, I grew up in the township, ne? And I used to hear the statement, cost of living is too high, and I didn't understand. And now that I'm an adult, I can understand what it means. And I can guarantee that even you who's listening to this podcast, whether you're in the middle class, upper class, lower class, you are feeling the pinch in your pocket. And because of that pinch, you've decided, let me start a business or let me start a side hustle, right? And even in the process of you trying to start a side hustle, you have doubts, you have these voices in your head that are telling you that that business idea is not going to work because it's way too crowded over there. There's way too many people that are offering that as a service. That's exactly what we're talking about today. We are talking about whether or not there is such a thing as an oversaturated market. Get rid of your Monday business blues and be business savvy by joining the Market Savvy crew. New episodes drop every Monday at 12 midday. Subscribe now and don't delay. Get tips, trends, and increase your net worth by subscribing to our mailing list. Visit www.kbonoko.com and let your ambitions fuel your every move.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention? 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 May I have
Yes, welcome to the Market Savvy podcast. I'm your host, Kaygeezas, and today we are diving deep into the world of oversaturated business ideas or overcrowded business ideas. I can tell you one thing, I've been there, I've tasted the ashes of failure, and let me tell you, it's not a flavor you want on your palate, all right? I'm here to make sure that you don't experience the trauma that I experienced, especially when trying to enter a market that seems like it's way too overcrowded. And I also tell you now that there's no such thing as an oversaturated market, okay? I mean, when we speak about oversaturated markets, or we imply that there is such a thing as an oversaturated market, we just mean that there's no room for more people to enter, and we are perpetuating the scarcity mindset where we are saying businesses must compete with each other instead of growing together to grow the industry, or rather working together to grow the industry. When we talk about oversaturated markets or overcrowded business ideas, we need to bear in mind that instead of looking at it as there's no more space for you to enter this market, try something else. Rather, let's look at it as an indication of a healthy, vibrant market that is ripe with opportunity. Let's look at it as, I mean, if there's a demand, then it means there's a pulse. And if there's a pulse, it means there's life there, there's opportunity for you to offer and serve the underserved segments of that particular industry. Yeah, whatever industry it is, just know there's no such thing as an oversaturated market, because entering an oversaturated market requires a strategic approach to differentiate your business and to capture the attention of potential customers. I'm going to share with you 10 tips of how you can do it. All right, let's get down to business. When you enter that particular market, it's like trying to find a parking spot in a crowded mall during December holidays. It's tough, ne? But it's not impossible. And this is how you can do it. Number one, you find a niche. First off, find that sweet spot, a niche within the market that's crying out for your attention, right? Think of it as finding that one empty parking space. It's there. You need to look for it just a little bit harder. It's there. Take, for example, Yoko. They identified a niche in South Africa by providing affordable point of sale solutions for small business. In the beginning, having that machine that accepts card payments just looked like something that was impossible. And Yoko came. You understand what I'm saying? You can now get to accept card payments via your phone by simply having Yoko and that smolanyana machine that is not really that expensive for you to have. So what I mean by niche or finding your niche. I mean, tailor your offerings to fit the niche like it's a glove. Solve the problem for people. Remember, it's better to be a big fish in a small pond than to be like a Nemo in a big ocean. Yeah, understand? All right. Now, once you've found your market, you need to innovate. Innovation is this new thing that, well, it's not new, but it has become this buzzword in the industry. And it's not just a buzzword, it's true. You need to innovate. This isn't just about being different for the sake of it, it's about offering something that truly adds value. Think of it as driving a car that not only fits in the parking space, but also turns heads when it parks. Be that car, be the innovation that people can't ignore. Look at how Take a Lot revolutionized online shopping in South Africa by constantly innovating and improving their customer experience, right? And then, on top of you innovating, don't forget quality. You need to offer quality because quality, my friends, is king. People say content is king, but I say quality is king. It is what keeps customers coming back for more. When you deliver quality that exceeds expectations, you are not just parking your car, you are parking a luxury car that everyone wants to ride in. I understand. So make your quality your signature move. A great example is a brand called Faithful to Nature. It's a South African online health store that that prides itself on the superior quality of its product. If you don't believe me, check them out. You'll see what I mean by quality. All right. Then once you've got your quality in order, you need to have what we call customer experience. Customer experience is the name of the game. It's not just about how the product or the service looks or feels, it's about the entire journey. You understand? Make that journey smooth, make it memorable, personalize it, make your customer have the experience of what it feels like to have your service or your product. Be that parking attendant who not only finds you a spot but also ensures your car is pampered while it's there. You want an example of that? Think of that car guard in the mall that really looks clean, that looks like they enjoy what they're doing, and they go through all the way to help you find the parking spot. Another example would be Sianda Wireless, which is a shining example of this. Sianda Wireless provides exceptional customer services in the telecommunication industry. We've heard of Vuma, we've heard of Rain, but I'm not promoting the product. They did not pay me, okay? I'm just giving you examples of the people in the game who are doing exceptionally well when it comes to customer service. All right. All right. Now that you've got your quality right, your innovation, your niche, and the customer experience, let's talk about pricing, because pricing is one of the things that people consider when they want to opt for a service or when they want to, support that business. So pricing is a delicate dance. You need to be competitive, but not at the cost of your quality. It's like finding a spot that's not only available, but that is also within your budget. You understand? It's a balancing act, but when you get it right, it's a game changer. Let me give you an example of competitive pricing. Let's look at Mr. D or Mr. Delivery. They offer competitive pricing without compromising on the quality of their food delivery service. Other people charge a hefty price just to get the product to you. But when you look at Mr. D's delivery fee, it's literally like taking itaxi as a local, guys. It's like 15 rands, 30 rands. It's not really that bad, especially for the convenience that it brings to the table. Okay, all right. Now that we've spoken about pricing, let's talk about one other thing that people tend to look around. I mean, to look by. They just ignore this one. But if you give it a try, I can guarantee that it really works. Strategic partnerships. And when we talk strategic partnerships, we're not just talking about influencer marketing. I know a lot of people are like, but I can't afford to pay Usims for her to promote my product. You know what I mean? But there are other influencers that are more than willing to help you grow because they are more aligned with what you are trying to achieve. So, partnerships are your co pilots in this journey. Find the right partners, and you're not just parking, you're parking in a VIP section. Look for those synergies, those relationships that can take you further than just go alone. An excellent example is how SnapScan partnered with banks to make mobile payments more accessible in South Africa. It's similar to that of Yoko. Another strategic partnership example that I can give, I'll speak about Mr. D again. Initially, when Mr. D came, it wasn't servicing the townships. But now, child, we now have Mr. D. We literally can order from any grocery store or any restaurant that is around, including local Goda joints. You know what I mean? Okay. We've touched on strategic partnerships. Now, let's also touch on marketing and branding. I used to struggle a lot with marketing and branding. I thought marketing and branding is just your logo and maybe your slogan. And yes, it forms part and parcel of that. I mean, look at Nike. When you see the tick, you know it's Nike. When you hear the words just do it, you know it's Nike. You know what I mean? It does play an important game because ultimately, marketing and branding is your GPS, or marketing and branding are your GPS. They guide you to that perfect spot and ensure you get noticed once you get there. Tell your story, build your brand, make sure it's a story that resonates with your audience. Brands like Nando's have nailed it with their wittiness, relatability when it comes to their marketing campaigns. And also, we've got products like Nike. When you see the tick, you know it's Nike. When you hear the statement, just do it. Whether or not you own a pair, you know it's Nike. It stays with you. So that's the power of marketing and branding. And let me just get this one out of the way. Marketing, posting rather, doesn't mean you've marketed your product. When you market your product, you show your value of why should people purchase whatever service it is that you are trying to offer. Okay. Another strategy is to build an online presence. People need to trust that you are a real deal. People spend most of their time on social media. There are people that when they wake up in the morning, they pick up their phone. It's the first thing they do. So they absorb a lot of information. So, in today's digital age, your online presence is like your parking space. Make it visible, make it accessible. Use search engine optimizations, content marketing, and social media to ensure you are not just parked, but you are parked in a high traffic area. You understand what I'm saying? All right. Now, moving on to another strategy, let's talk about customer feedback. You need to listen to your customers. They are your best critics and your biggest fans. Use their feedback to fine tune your approach. It's like adjusting your mirrors rather, while you are packed. It ensures you are always ready for the road ahead. For instance, let's look at Checkers Hyper. Checkers Hyper has excelled in this by continuously seeking and implementing customer feedback to improve their stores. And this applies to all their stores, whether it's Checkers, whether it's ShopRite, whether it's OK, whether it's YouSave, all of them have phenomenal customer feedback channels. All right. And we've reached the last one. This one would be applied by a lot of startups, but it doesn't hurt to start early. It's sustainability and ethics. I understand they're not just buzzwords, they are your badge of honor. In a world where consumers are more conscious than ever, being eco friendly, ethical can be your golden ticket to that prime parking spot. Look at how bioplastic packaging is leading the way in the space of sustainability by offering sustainable packaging solutions in South Africa. Yes, so I've given you the 10 tips to how you can enter any market and thrive in it. And here they are. I'm going to summarize them for you just to wrap up this episode. You need to find your niche, you need to innovate, you need to offer superior quality, you also need to give the best customer experience, also offer competitive pricing, have strategic partnerships, let marketing and branding tell your story, have an online presence, and also be open to customer feedback. And last but not least, people pay attention to sustainability and ethics. They pay attention to what your company or what your product to what value the product is going to offer in their lives. Okay, there you have it, folks. The 10 strategies to help you navigate the oversaturated market and find your sweet spot. Remember, I've been through the fires and I'm here to help you avoid the bends. So take the tips, apply them, and let's make some waves in the business world. Thank you for tuning into the Market Savvy podcast. And if you've just enjoyed this episode, please share it with your fellow entrepreneurs. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more tools, tips, and strategies to help you thrive in the business arena. Until next time, keep hustling, keep learning, and keep winning. Be savvy. Get rid of your Monday business blues and be business savvy by joining the Market Savvy crew. New episodes drop every Monday at 12 midday. Subscribe now and don't delay. Get tips, trends, and increase your net worth by subscribing to our mailing list. Visit www.kbonoko.com and let your ambitions fuel your every move.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention? May I have your attention? May I have your attention?